Welcome back, Officer Wilson. It's good to see you.
I'm glad to be here. Have you been following the rules of the road, Alex?
Of course. Today, let's talk about riding a scooter.
Scooters can be dangerous. Riders need to be careful.
Right. Do you have any advice for people who ride scooters?
Yes, I do. Riders need to follow the rules of the road.
Don't they usually?
No, some riders zoom in and out between cars as they drive.
That is dangerous.
They should obey all rules and road signs when driving.
All drivers should.
Yes, but scooters must be careful when going through intersections. Cars may not see them.
Especially at night. Riders need to be sure to turn on their lights.
And always use turn signals.
Riding a scooter or motorcycle is fun and convenient. You can easily zoom here and there. But be careful. You don't have anything around you to protect you. If you have an accident, you can get hurt. Scooter riders should follow the rules of the road. They should also obey speed limits and stop at stop signs and stoplights. They need to be especially careful at intersections. Many scooter accidents happen because cars don't see scooters and hit them. So when you ride, use your lights and your turn signals. Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Talk in English. My name is Pauline and it's going to be a great day.
That's right, we can talk about transportation and another way to get around.
That's right, we're talking about ways to get around today.
So what did we learn yesterday?
Well, many people ride scooters or motorcycles. These are fun to ride and easy to park. But when you ride a scooter or motorcycle, you need to protect yourself. Wear a helmet when you ride.
That is right. So what happened to James? He was looking for a parking space and almost had an accident.
So we should be careful while driving, and we should learn the traffic rules before we get on the road.
That is very true. When I went to a different country, I had to learn their rules for driving because I needed to get around. So I had to learn new rules. They were different than in the US.
I think the most difficult part is if they drive on the other side of the road. That is a big change.
Yes, well, that is a big change. In America, we drive on the right side. In England, they drive on the left side.
That's right. And in some places in Asia, like in Taiwan, they drive in the same side of the road as us in the United States. But then in Japan, it's the other way.
That's right. It's so fun seeing how different countries have different rules for their roads. Well, first, let's take a look at our key words for today. Here's Jack.
Hello， 今天受访的是 Wilson 警官。讲到骑机车，警官说 Riders need to be careful。名词 rider 就是骑车的人，骑士。骑士们应该要遵守道路的规则。They should follow the rules of the road。名词 road 就是道路。在美国有些路口虽然没有红绿灯，但是它有 stop sign。看到 stop sign， 车子都需要完全的停下来，确认没有车才能继续行动。Do stop at the stop sign。名词 sign 就是标示、标志。有时候车子的驾驶可能是看不到机车，所以骑机车到了十字路口要特别的小心。You need to be careful at intersections。名词 intersection 就是交叉路口或十字路口。这个字很长，背的时候可以分段背。Intersection 这样背。Alex 还提醒大家，晚上骑车别忘了开车灯。Turn on the lights at night。名词 light 就是灯。
Welcome back, Officer Wilson. It's good to see you.
I'm glad to be here. Have you been following the rules of the road, Alex?
Of course. Today, let's talk about riding a scooter.
Scooters can be dangerous. Riders need to be careful.
Right. Do you have any advice for people who ride scooters?
Yes, I do. Riders need to follow the rules of the road.
So today we have a guest. It's time for Officer Wilson to come to the show.
Officer Wilson is a police officer. So when you talk to someone who is a police officer, you call them officer.
This officer has been on the show before. We know this because Alex says, "Welcome back." Back here means that he has been here before.
Officer Wilson wants to know if Alex has been a good driver since the last time he was on Alex's show.
That's right. Yes, have you been following the rules of the road, Alex? Friends, have you been following the rules of the road? What about Jack?
Wilson 警官问 Alex，Have you been following the rules of the road, Alex？ 你有没有遵守道路交通规则呢？这个句子用的是现在完成进行式，它的基本架构就是 has been doing something。当你要表达一件事是从过去某一刻开始做，一直到现在都还在做的，就可以用现在完成进行式。来看例句吧。I have been living in this city since 2011. 我从2011年到现在都住在这个城市。She has been working for him for 15 years. 她到现在已经为他工作15年了。所以描述从过去某一刻开始，一直到现在都还在做的事，就可以用现在完成进行式。
Well, what about you, Peter? Have you been following the rules of the road?
Well, of course. But let's not talk about me. Today, let's talk about riding a scooter.
Okay, we know that scooters can be dangerous. Riders do need to be careful.
So we have heard this word ride before, that's the action. But the person who does the riding, that's called a rider. You just add ER.
So does Officer Wilson have any advice for riders, for people who ride scooters?
Yes. Follow the rules.
Follow the rules.
Follow the rules and pay attention to today's calendar phrase.
Follow the rules.
Follow the rules.
要遵守规则。
Let's go fishing.
It's not allowed. Follow the rules.
Oh, well, let's go swimming.
No, follow the rules.
Let's climb the rocks.
No, follow the rules.
Oh, okay. So, what can we do?
Follow the rules.
Follow the rules.
Follow the rules.
要遵守规则。
That's a great calendar phrase. Riders do need to follow the rules of the road.
Maybe you think that you are okay, but you are making the road dangerous for other people if you don't follow the rules. Maybe you won't get hurt, but you might hurt other people.
Good point. Many times we don't think about the other people on the road. We just think about ourselves.
Yes, I often think about time, my time. I do not want to be late. Also, I don't want to be spending time driving. So maybe I will drive a little bit faster or go through the yellow, orange, red light.
Ooh, but you need to be careful. No one wants to hurt other people, so be careful. Well, friends, this is a great conversation, but we do need to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Let's talk in English. 10 minutes every day. That's the way.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, today we're learning some very important English and some very important rules. So, Pauline, have you ever gotten a ticket while driving?
Ooh, well, now I just use public transportation, and that's the nice thing about buses and MRTs. You never get a ticket. But when I drove a car, I did get a ticket once.
Yes, and sometimes we don't mean it, but really these police officers are helping us out, helping everyone out. So let's learn some more. Here's our next conversation.
Don't they usually?
No, some riders zoom in and out between cars as they drive.
That is dangerous.
They should obey all rules and road signs when driving.
All drivers should.
Yes, but scooters must be careful when going through intersections. Cars may not see them.
Especially at night. Riders need to be sure to turn on their lights.
And always use turn signals.
So everyone knows we should follow the rules of the road. And don't we usually?
No. Some riders zoom in and out between the cars as they drive. Zoom is a fun word. It even sounds like a scooter going fast, doesn't it? Zoom!
That's right. Well, this sentence is a good one to learn more about. Let's get Jack to help us with it.
Wilson 警官说，有些机车骑士骑车的时候会快速的在车阵中穿梭。Some riders zoom in and out between cars as they drive. 我们看一下 zoom in and out。这个 zoom 是动词，就像 zoom 这个字的读音一样，它用的是快速移动所发出的声音，所以这就是 zoom 的意思。而片语 in and out 则是进进出出的意思。比如有人生病了，他这个月进出医院好多次。He was in and out of the hospital this month. 或者家里开派对，女主人准备吃的，一早上她不断地进出厨房。She was in and out of the kitchen the whole morning.
Thanks for the help, Jack. Well, anyway, scooters can zoom, but cars drive differently than scooters. They can't exactly go in and out between other cars and buses and scooters, right?
That's true. But zipping in and out of cars and through the roads is dangerous. That's why it is important that we follow the rules.
Drivers should obey all rules and road signs when they're driving. Let's practice our English and talk about a stoplight.
Okay. Well, a stoplight is the thing you stop for. It has 3 colored lights: green, yellow, and red. Green means go. You can go ahead. Yellow means slow down and stop because the red light is almost there. Red, of course, means stop.
So wait a second, Pauline. The color yellow doesn't mean go really, really fast?
No, it means slow down and get ready to stop, Peter.
That's true. So road signs are on the side of the road. They tell us important things, and we must follow what they do, or we could get a ticket.
Or get hurt. There is a reason we have rules and signs. We are trying to make the roads safer for everyone.
Yes, that's a good point. And remember, we must be careful when we're going through intersections. This is where two roads meet. There might be a stoplight or a stop sign.
Right. So, speaking of lights, when should we have our lights on when we're driving?
Well, actually, we should have them on all the time. This is safer for everyone. You can always see cars better this way.
That's a good point. When I lived in the States, I didn't do that, but then I learned many places ask you to do that, or it's the law, and I think it's better.
Well, friends, we've learned a lot, haven't we? So let's review together. Let's look at our keywords together.
Here's your first keyword for today. Rider. Rider. The rider stopped his scooter.
Road. Road. Drivers need to be careful on wet roads.
Sign. Sign. The store sign says closed.
Intersection. Intersection. Turn left at the next intersection.
Light. Light. Turn on your lights at night. Okay, friends, those are your keywords for today. Keep on practicing. And now let's watch our lesson one more time together.
Welcome back, Officer Wilson. It's good to see you.
I'm glad to be here. Have you been following the rules of the road, Alex?
Of course. Today, let's talk about riding a scooter.
Scooters can be dangerous. Riders need to be careful.
Right. Do you have any advice for people who ride scooters?
Yes, I do. Riders need to follow the rules of the road.
Don't they usually?
No, some riders zoom in and out between cars as they drive.
That is dangerous.
They should obey all rules and road signs when driving.
All drivers should.
Yes, but scooters must be careful when going through intersections. Cars may not see them.
Especially at night. Riders need to be sure to turn on their lights.
And always use turn signals.
Woohoo! I can't wait to zoom here and there on my scooter.
But be careful. Always follow the rules of the road.
I sure will. What are the rules?
Obey the speed limit.
Oh, don't go too fast.
Stop at stop signs.
Remember to stop. I will.
Be especially careful at intersections.
I'll be very, very careful at intersections.
People driving cars may hit you.
Ouch! Oh, ow!
And use your lights and your turn signals.
Whoa, that's a lot to remember. I'm afraid I'll forget. What should I do?
Take the bus. It's safer.
All right, I'll take the bus. Besides, my scooter is just a toy.
It's just a toy?
Yeah,
You tricked me.
I know. That's fun tricking you.
Hey, you must be Mo. My name is Jad. Oh, okay then. Well, it's nice to meet you, Mo.
It's Bad Mo.
Excuse me?
It's not just Mo. It's, you need to call me, Bad Mo.
Bad Mo?
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. It's just, well, bad Mo, it's like BM for short, you know?
Why is that funny?
Never mind.
So, Chad, do you talk to people who smoke?
Well,
Who said, do you talk to people who smoke?
Oh, Super Sentence Man.
Yes?
Hi. It was Bad Mo over here.
Well, who's Bad Mo? Is that you?
Yes, sir. That is my name.
Bad Mo? Does anybody ever call you BM?
Not really. Why?
Oh, I was just curious. Anyway, today's super sentence is, do you something, people who do something. You said, do you talk to people who smoke?
So I did.
Well, just for fun, can you give me this super sentence in another way?
Why not? Super Sentence Man
Yes?
likes to help people. What if someone hates you? Do you help people who hate you?
Well, I don't know who hates me, but sure, everyone needs help sometimes, and that was a super sentence. What about you? Do you have one?
Sure. Do you keep in touch with people who you meet online?
Do you keep in touch with people who you meet online? Another super sentence. Remember, say it with me.
A super sentence every day
will make your English great.
So, do you talk to people who smoke?
Not usually.
Then why are you talking to me?
Well, just because smoking's bad for your health. I mean, if someone does something I don't like, does that always mean I shouldn't be their friend?
Well, friends, thanks again for joining us today. I really enjoyed talking about this topic for the last 2 days. We all have to go places, so we should all know how to talk about transportation.
That's right. So friends, no matter how you get around, please be safe. Don't use your phone, turn on your lights, and wear a helmet, okay? And don't forget about us. You can join us tomorrow for our Saturday review show, right here on
Let's Talk in English. Goodbye.
Goodbye.